What do men want?
What do we want? I swear the answer is that we don't know.
I think men just want peace of mind.
Don't talk too much. Feed me, and if possible, serve me the food when something sexy. I don't need more than that.
Men basically want to be happy.
If you give us too much love, we don't like it. If you give us too much attention, we don't like it. If you give us little attention, we don't like it. If you give us great, sex, then where do you learn it?
Now, what's gonna make us happy depends. It could be money, it could be debate, it could be friends, it could be work.
Silence, food, and that's about it.
But basically, men.
It's just one of those things where we do not know, to be honest.
What men basically find attractive in women depends on the individual, and the orientation.
It has to be about the physical attraction first and foremost, and then other things can come. Just like the Bible verse, seek ye first the kingdom, and then other things.
Physical, mental, or financial. Men, if we had to pick, if you put a gun on my head and say pick one. Physical.
Your first point of contact is what you see. If you're lucky to hear her and she's intelligent at night, maybe, but I'm very sorry. Truth is, the attraction is usually physical.
I'm not saying you should marry an ugly woman, but brains, someone who can keep the home, all of those things count.
She could be pretty, or she could be like a mountain highway with dangerous curves. But that's just it. It's usually what you see first. Everything else is secondary. That's the honest truth.
You're only going to be a fuckboy if you're thinking about finances and mental and all of that when you're trying to get with a girl. If you do alright, say your account balance, then you can at least, go with her regardless. But she just has to be She just has to have that beautiful face and that nice body.
Welcome back. I don't know if any of what you heard made sense to you. We're going to try and make more sense if none of that made sense to you. Andre, simple question. You're a man, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know what you want, right?
Yeah.
Which is?
Understanding, peace,
Preach.
support. I may not be essentially as spiritual as the woman in my life is, but it would be great if you prayed for me.
Wait, you have a woman in your life? There's an actual woman in your
You're
life?
about to have a stick in your life, Mazino. Fall back. Thank you.
What do you mean
I'm
when you
sorry.
say peace?
Well, more than anything else, I find that most women fail to understand that a man who is very ambitious and strives for a lot, the one thing he wants when he's not fighting out there
There's
is
peace.
peace at home.
I agree with you.
So don't have me come back and wish I was still outside, because eventually I will be outside.
Are you saying every time there's war, it's her fault?
Absolutely not. I'm a pretty troublesome person.
Okay.
So no, it's not always her fault. It's not even her fault 50% of the time. But when it is,
So when
It's
it's
an
your fault,
avalanche.
which comes back to the question now, what do men want? So when it's your fault, what should she do? She wants to know what you want.
I'll
at that
tell you
situation.
I'll tell you what she should do. Let me tell you what she should do.
thank you, Maz, because I really didn't have an answer for that.
And this is very essential. Women, support. Even if I'm going wrong, at that point, support me, and then at the end, suggest.
So
Say-
if you're driving off a cliff and she says, "This is not the way,"
you know what I
she's
mean.
supposed to go, "Okay,
No,
Maz,
but
you
come
know,
on,
just
just
drive
drive
us off this cliff." But
Andre.
please, be sure that there's a soft landing 7,000 feet down at the bottom.
Andre! Well, you get what I mean. You know you want support sometimes. Even when you know you're doing it wrong, you just need it to support you, and then at the end, because it keeps you being man at the end of the day.
Have you ever, so Mazzino, real quick, have you ever been at the mercy of a woman? Has a woman ever had to have your back when you couldn't do anything for yourself?
Every day and twice on Sundays.
Wow, that puts most of your jobs to shame. But
It's we like to think it's a man's world, but at the end of the day, this neck, we
has a woman ever provided for your home?
not really, no.
So you don't know.
What makes you think?
So what do you want?
It's very emotional.
What do you
It's getting really, really deep.
Yeah.
But it
Let's
is.
get deep. What
This
do you
is
want?
men's
What do I
work.
want?
That's what we do.
Like from the start, I want a woman who supports me, a woman who, when I come home, tells me, hey, honey, you're doing a great job, but honey, probably it'll go better this way.
Do you always take it well when they
When
say
the
that?
suggestions come in.
We're all
very
men.
honest.
Yeah.
I'm going to be very honest.
Yeah.
To be honest, we don't.
So what do you want
But
to
between
do?
that time when your head hits the pillow and when you fall asleep, you think about it. You
No,
deliberate.
no, you don't.
You
No, you
deliberate
don't.
about it,
Look.
and then you say, maybe she was right.
If any of the women I
That's
have
when-
ever
that's when
dated knew the things that I
suggestion.
dream about, they would break up with me in the first week, bro.
What do you dream about?
Why don't you go over there and see my seat on
Oh,
What do you dream about? I don't know.
Look, I had very vivid dreams. Okay?
All right, we'll just stop.
We'll leave it at that.
Then we'll leave it at that. Thank you very much.
Yeah, but Ebuka, what do you want as a man? What do you think men want generally?
What do I think men want? It's hard to speak for every man,
Yeah, I know.
but you know, when he mentioned peace there, that was why I wanted to expand on that. But I also find that it's not something you can define strictly.
No, it's not.
Because I find that most men, the most general complaints I hear, I'll go house now and I just want, you know. I don't know what that means per se, but I find that maybe there's not enough of a calm back home,
Yeah.
you know.
It's a continuation of the
So
war
I guess
outside.
it's now left to the couples to find out what their peace should be.
Yeah.
But I think that's the one thing every man wants.
Peace,
Going
yeah.
back to a home where it's like, okay, it's nice and calm and quiet and peaceful. And
This has
happy.
got to be the most emotional show we've had, you know, and I guess it's because it's
What do you have
serious.
against emotion? Let's take a break.
Yeah, man. Let's take a break.
Think
We'll come
about
back
it.
to your emotions.
Think
man.
about it.
It's
I
not,
called
you
the
guys do
sensitive
this
one.
every
I
single
called you the
show.
sensitive
Yeah,
one.
we'll get you a
Because-
couch, man.
And I was right. We'll take a break. And when we come back, we will be finding out what women think men want. And then we'll talk some more on Men's Corner.
I won't be back.
Most men prefer submissive women.
The truth is, it doesn't matter whether you're submissive or in my face if you have nice hips. That's just very important.
You want someone that can just chill, you know. If as a lady you're too domineering, and I think guys tend to get not intimidated for someone like me. It's more like a bit irritated.
If you're submissive with nice hips, you kneel down and feed me, that's fine. Or if you're arguing with me and you have nice hips, I can't be mad for long. I mean, you have nice hips.
Personally, I really do not really like girls that try so hard to, you know, stamp their presence. You're female, you're sexy already. Your presence is already, you know, you've already brought a certain type of vibe into the room. You don't need to speak on top of your voice. You don't need to be loud. You don't need to be all of that, you know.
I mean, but shout out to the freaks out there who like their women in control.
Submissive is nice because you're quiet, but then again, you don't want your woman who's just saying yes to everything. But if you have nice hips, everything works. Everything works with nice hips.
What do men want?
I'm not quite sure.
They don't know what they want. They are confused.
They never know what they want. It's funny because I feel like they say they want one thing and then they get that one thing and then they want another thing and then they get that other thing and then, no, I'm not quite sure. I want this other thing, which is why they give the excuse of you have one remote that has plenty channels. You cannot have only one car, you have to have plenty cars because they're just confused.
Society has made boys feel that they want, the perfect girl that has abs, big bum bum, big this, beautiful, good job, she can cook, she can have sex, she can everything. But look within, nothing, zero, nothing. They cannot offer us anything.
So they're looking for different things in every place.
I'd say that men don't really know what they want, so you just kind of need to package what you have and make it seem like that's what they want. That's what you need to do.
I don't know what it is men want. I'm confused. Anybody that finds out, please let me know.
It depends on what they're looking for. If you're looking for someone to just kind of have like a one-night stand with them, obviously it's like physical attributes. But if they're looking to be more serious and, you know, intimate and, you know, probably lead to marriage, then they start to look for certain characteristics that, you know, they probably would find in their wife.
When you meet someone, you're not thinking about, or you can't see their brains now, you're not psychic, right? So at first, initially, it's physical.
But I still go back to say that men don't really know what they want. You still just have to kind of force it down their throats and be like, this is what you want, this is what you need, take it, take it, take it, allergy.
Take it, allergy.
They see something that they like on the outside. That is what attracts them. Now, moving on, it might now develop into something maybe mental, spiritual, or whatnot. But at first, it's purely physical.
Welcome back to Men's Corner. Interesting perspective there from the women. The one thing I hear a lot from women is that men don't know what they want, or they don't know. It's almost impossible for them to find out what men want.
Vice versa.
So, this is about men now. So let's leave the vice versa away from it. So let me come to you now. Mm-hmm. How do you deal with that situation where it's like your woman is almost unable to figure you out? What are we doing wrong?
Well, first answer, what we're doing wrong is being alive and breathing. But that's not what we're talking about, because there's nothing you can do that's ever right by a woman, quite frankly.
Ever?
No, but see, listen, this is the show where we get to really express ourselves. That it has nothing to do. It has nothing to do with my personal life.
I'm the damaged one, but you, my friend.
No, but it's a fact. It's not. I'm not speaking from just my own experience. I'm speaking from the generality of things. How everybody explains everything on a Friday night after work, and you guys are out with a beer in each hand, and you guys are talking real stuff. That is the truth. That we basically just need to sit down in one place and we're doing everything wrong. However, real question. What was that question again? What do men really want?
What are we doing wrong?
What are we doing wrong? Okay.
That makes them unable to figure it out.
Well, to be honest right now, I think being a man, we're not really very emotional.
Nah.
We're not at all. We're more physical than emotional.
I'm sorry, Maz.
Our communication.
I disagree with that.
Wait, but our communication is more physical than everything else. You look at your woman and you think this is what she wants from previous episodes. But if we were built to think from a much more emotional level, we maybe would be able to. Is it infer from what exactly it is they want us to think at certain times, and then, our response is I'm talking rubbish right now because I don't know.
Yeah, you are. And I'm glad you arrived at that plateau. And then swept the feet out from under you. First and foremost.
Oh boy.
Both genders are just as emotional. And that's
equally?
Equally.
Disagree.
The problem is,
while I don't know what I'm saying, I disagree.
Men are taught from a very early age, and it starts from very, very small things. It starts from, don't cry, you're a boy. Boys are not supposed to cry.
That's what makes us emotionless.
No,
that's
it doesn't.
My point.
Emotions don't. Energy cannot be destroyed.
It's expressing.
It's still right there. We just don't express it. Women do, and they were taught it's okay to express how you feel. So they continue doing it, and we're now in the same age bracket in our adult lives. Men, on one hand, have never expressed anything other than, I'm hungry. And your butt looks good. Those things. And women have expressed everything from the smell of flowers to the sound of butterfly wings. They expressed everything. So I think we're just as emotional. The problem with men is we never communicate. There's something a friend of mine did in 2013, I think. Mm-hmm. And he said, from now on, I'm going to say what I feel.
Okay.
And if you don't like it,
work out.
It's sad.
So he's woman or generally to friends?
Well, he's not Caitlyn Jenner. So
did he go through a sex change?
To his woman.
Did he complete the process?
He was very honest to her. While I'm on that topic, there was more than one woman.
Aha.
Yeah, but he expressed everything.
That's a different show.
Yeah, that's a different show. But he expressed everything to everybody. And within 11 months, he had found his groove and settled in. And a year later, he was married.
Oh? Because he found the one who could take what he wanted.
But you have to be honest. Men are the most dishonest creatures on the earth. We're taught to lie from the beginning. If it hurts, keep a straight face and pretend like
You
it doesn't.
shouldn't say that.
If you're hungry, no, but it's the truth. That's who
They
we
don't
are.
know that yet.
They do.
They do.
Okay.
Why do you think we get played so frequently?
Okay.
That's not accidental. We lie too frequently. We think the more bold, more masculine I look, the better. It's not.
I'm sure right after the show, outside the gates, there's gonna be a group of men who are gonna come bundle you up and then throw you into a lagoon.
That's fine. I'm gonna.
Because you just revealed everything to them, you know.
I don't know that women didn't know that.
I think women have always known.
I'm sure your woman has told you that a few times.
Yeah, let's.
And if she hasn't, then that's horrible for you because that just means she's played you based on.
Okay. Before it gets any worse, we're gonna take another break. It's actually been very interesting.
Yeah.
I feel like I have even learned a few things.
Very
We're gonna take a break
expressive.
now. When we come back, we'll have a few notes to take with our do's and don'ts on what men want. We'll see you guys in just a moment. Please stick around for that.
Physical hotness is
The booty.
Beyonce.
32, 28, 40.
Nicki Minaj.
You know agege bread, how you can squeeze soft agege bread.
Rihanna.
Yeah.
As in, she really has to cause some structural integrity issues for her genes. She really has to have hips. That for me is physical hotness.
All these people, all this Amber Rose, Kim Kardashian, and he just come, just put everything down to make people feel that that's what was. What if I was not born with a big buttock? What is that my fault?
You know when a girl wears jeans, right, and the pocket is like this, so and her phone can just be flat. Like when she wears the jeans and then it comes out like this, so her phone is now on the corner of the.
Those of us that have small behinds, we're just being tension. Because it's like, that's all you want. This girl's yash, oh my God. If you see this girl's figure, oh my God. If you see the girl just waka come off for the room, I won't die, oh my God. That's it.
It's not prime. I'm not all about that life, booty or boobs, or I can do without both, actually.
I like them USB, portable, easy to carry, pocket friendly.
If your dreams don't look like they're under tension or they're in trouble, I don't really see that as hot.
Should I die because I don't have a big hand? Should I kill myself? Sorry. So emotional.
What, are you serious? What the fuss about? Have you seen good booty in tight jeans? There's a lot to fuss about. A lot.
Don't have to be Miss World, just be fine. But the booty has to be standard. Like you can squeeze. Oh.
They just want hot babes, big yansh, big breasts, fine face. The end.
Be expressive. Be expressive.
We'll see you guys next time. Andre Blaze, Mazino, Ebuka. Always a pleasure here on Men's Corner. See you guys next time.
There is nothing like a perfect woman. Every woman has her pros and cons. If you're happy with the pros, learn to tolerate the cons.
You need to look for someone that is your friend, someone that you can connect with, somebody that can raise your children. Boobs and ass can't raise your child.
Try and read up on the stuff that the guys like. That will always do. The ladies, I'm giving free advice.
Picking a girl, meaning, value, depth, and what is she offering aside just being a pretty person.
One of the most major things for guys basically is when they take a babe out and she can wow or like impress his friend by looking good.
Babes, you too, try and help yourself. If you're a really nice person inside, why not look nice as well? Go to the gym, eat right, do what you need to do, man. Look hard. What's wrong with you, man? By the way, guys, I'm saying